So back in the day when I was a nipper, I used to do lots of scrapbooking and making diaries. So I'd like to show you what I've got in here in regards to Shogun. So this scrapbook is 40, what is it, 2024, so it's 44 years old, 40 something years old. I have lots of scrapbooks like this with all different things in, but today I want to talk about Shogun. This was the man called Richard Chamberlain who played John Blackthorne in Shogun, and these were the articles that were out during those times. So this is what's captured me because of this gentleman called Richard Chamberlain, who is still alive. I think he's in his mid-80s now. Yeah, he played John Blackthorne in Shogun, and the Shogun definitely had an effect on me, which is why I'm so happy that there's a new one going to come out on the 27th of February, which is in a couple of days. But yeah, this is what I collected back in the day about Shogun. Gosh, this scrapbook smells so old. As you can see, there were other things that I used to collect back in the day. One of them is Karate Kid as well, because that came out in 1984, which is basically 40 years ago. But yeah, Shogun came out. So, as you can tell, this is very old. But this is a gentleman, apparently, who wrote the book, James Clavell. And because of this book and the fact that for me to continue learning more Japanese, we have a scene, or some scenes, where the lady of the house, or the lady in it, was teaching Anjin-san, Miura Anjin, after he was wearing this kind of stuff, Japanese, wakaru, wakarimasen, wakaranai, and all this kind of stuff. And I would have been a young teenager at that point. So yeah, the man who made Shogun, this guy here, he wrote the book, and the book is now coming to life over 40 years later. So this scrapbook that I made at the time, 1980-ish, and subsequent things that was going on, I made because of Shogun. I do have a big poster, but I used to live in Japan, so I don't know where everything is, so everything's in boxes somewhere. But yeah, this is the gentleman that wrote the book. His daughter is now one of the people that has helped to reignite Shogun in a more authentic way, with a cast of Japanese and Western production people. So I'm going to be really excited about that. So like I said before, I was living in Japan, and I came back. I lived, got married, had kids in Japan. So when I got back for a few years ago, I found this to teach the children what inspired me to be obsessed with Japanese. So I bought this DVD, and it's got all of the series in it, as you can see. And then my sister actually went to I think she went to a car boot sale or something, but look what she bought me. She bought me this 12 years ago, maybe a bit more, about the making of Shogun. You have no idea how extremely and absurdly happy I am at my age. So it gives you an insight of who the characters are, who played the characters. And if you've seen any of the junkets about the new Shogun that's coming out on 27th of February 2024, you will know that they have made and done lots of information about how there was the making of the series. So it's on Hulu and Disney Plus. So I will be watching it. The gentleman here I'm hoping to see because he was also in a thing called Robin of Sherwood, which is another thing that is now 40 years old this year. But yeah, this is a book about the making of Shogun in 1979, which came out in the UK in 1980. So as you can see, I am really happy that we have the new one coming out soon. And yeah, I'm going to enjoy it. So I hope you like my content. I have lots of different things that I've been interested in the past 40 plus years of my life. But the obsession with Japan has always been constant for over 40 years of my life. Probably nearly 50 years of my life. Yeah, really happy. Really, really happy that Shogun is going to come out with Hiroyuki Sawada-san and Anna Sawai-san and all the other Japanese actors that I used to watch back in the 90s when I lived in Japan, and even some new ones that I can't wait to see. So I do hope you enjoy this content. Please click subscribe, like, make some comments, and I'll see you on the next one. Let's finish on a good page. Which page should we finish on? Ooh, it's difficult. All the pages are good. I've got one in colour. Let's find one that's in colour. Oh, let's finish on this one. The original cast of the 1980s Shogun. じゃあね。またよろしくお願いします。